My name is Jos Gheerardyn. I'm one of the founders of Yields.io, and today I would like to talk about the three lines of defense. Organizations that want to put in place best practice model risk management should organize their teams in terms of these three lines of defense principles. The first line of defense is the team of model developers who is responsible to document properly all the models that are being produced and to make sure that those models have been tested exhaustively. The second line of defense is the team of model validators who independently review the documentation and verify and test the model to make sure that it works according to the specifications. And then third line is audit, could be internal or external audit, and also the regulators. The responsibility of that third line is to make sure that the process between first and second line works efficiently and that model deficiencies are captured. Once a model is put into production, models should also be monitored, and this is in many cases a first line of defense responsibility. To look at this a little bit more in detail, it's good to see what is a typical model lifecycle. So in a typical model lifecycle event where we structure how models are being put into production, the first phase is often driven by the business who needs to put business requirements in place. This, of course, is a first line responsibility. However, the second line should be involved already at this early phase to make sure that all the risks, operational and methodological, are properly identified. In the second step, model development starts, and at that process, first-line responsibilities include, for instance, data preparation, creating proofs of concepts of different models, selecting the right model, implementing the model, determining what is a calibration strategy for the model, and then unit testing the algorithms to make sure that it works as expected on a limited set of data. Then in the third step, very often pre-validation happens. This again is a first line of defense responsibility where people have to document the testing itself. So in that case, this document should contain at least the verification of soundness of the modeling approach, analysis of the data quality, and the description of the controls that are put in place to guarantee the high quality of data, performance testing, backtesting. Once pre-validation is done, independent review starts, where, as I said earlier, the second line takes over and will review the documentation and also test the model, benchmark it, verify that data has been cleaned, and so on. If issues are detected at that point, challenges and questions are sent to the first line who have to respond to this and actually clarify and, if necessary, improve the models. This process continues until step 7, where the model is put into production, where also monitoring starts, and when periodic validation has to be set up as well. Monitoring, as I said earlier, is very often first line of defense responsibility. Validation or periodic revalidation, a second line responsibility. And the third line responsibility is to verify that this process across the entire model lifecycle is managed appropriately. Thank you.